In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how me and my wife were able to grow a YouTube channel in under a year. I think it took us about 6 months actually to monetize our YouTube and get paid from YouTube. Before we begin, my name is McKinney Thomas. I am the coach of 3FTV, Faith, Fitness, and Finances. If you've been following me for a while, whether it's on Instagram at mckinney.thomas or on this page, you would know I posted a good bit about entrepreneurship and business and making money, side hustles. I have tons of videos on side hustles, on Turo. We did Airbnb, but I didn't make any videos. But if you want that video, I can make that. Just let me know in the comments. But over the years, I have proclaimed myself as a dual health coach. What that basically means is fitness and financial. So physical health and then financial health. I don't have the capabilities for the mental health aspect or the spiritual health aspect, even though I am a faithful person. So these are two big areas that I'm passionate about because people in my family, people just in my demographics normally don't have the greatest of those, especially coming from the South. I'm originally from New York, but I spent a lot of my more adult and high school years in the South, and if you know anything about that, income is super bad. So I kind of wanted to help fix that in some of my friends and some of the people that look like me, that have the same experiences as me as well. So let's just get straight into it. A year ago, my wife and I started this YouTube page. And it's not the one on this account, it's actually one on my different account. So if you check this account and you're like, well, you're not monetized, you have less than 300 subscribers, it's because we have a page called Blazing Travelers. And that's where we post all our travel content. We post our year we spent in Southeast Asia, traveling around. We did go to some other Asian countries, not just Southeast Asia. So we went to Japan as well. And then we also spent a month in Europe. The goal of it was to actually save money and then to earn money. Now, we did kind of fail on that goal about saving money. And then saving, I think I wanted to save 70%, 75% of our income. We failed on that goal, but we still made a lot of progress. During that time, my wife and I, we were able to buy a place in Phuket. This would be our third home, right? I have a rental home in Pennsylvania. I have a rental home in Atlanta, Georgia. And then now we have one in Phuket as well. And we have some other smaller investments like our Turo fleet and side businesses. And YouTube is one of the newest side businesses that we started. And the reason we got started is because we have some great friends. It's two mad explorers. Some people call them two nomad explorers, but it's mad explorers, Luke and Naomi. And during the very beginning, like 2 months into our trip, a month into our trip, we were in Bangkok and we were making our way to Cambodia, which is a funny story. We were supposed to be going to Vietnam actually, and we had to switch last minute. And they told us to, hey, just make content. Like, we've been making content. We did some time in India and Sri Lanka. Now we have like 25, 30,000 subscribers, and this is enough to make us live in Thailand for a year, or live in Southeast Asia. And we said, all right, we'll think about it. You know, my wife and I were not really creative. I had to make content for this page and for my Instagram and for my online fitness coaching. And I've been involved in that in Facebook a lot. So I was more used to it. She wasn't really. She's on the creative business side, not actually being front facing. We thought about it a little bit and said, it's a little too much. And he's like, oh, it's actually not. But then what ended up happening is we met up with them a month and a half later in Malaysia. So we spent a month in Phuket. After Phuket, we went to Malaysia. So it was about a month and a half later, and we met them in Kuala Lumpur. And then that's when it was like, y'all should just do it. Y'all are going to these places already, just record. We had an iPhone 15, and then I think I had just messed up I took some videos in Phuket, but we had just messed up my Samsung S21 Ultra, which is a really great camera. So that whole time, we really used the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 12. Now I'm using the iPhone 10 because that one messed up, but in the spirit of budgeting, I want to be able to get my phone for free, so I'm not going to pay for a phone just yet. I'm going to find a way, whether that's with T-Mobile or AT&T, to get a free S24 Ultra. I'm going to go over YouTube. We started in May 2023. It is now July 2024, so it's over a year. So I'm just going to recap everything up to a year and then what's happening now, because some good changes lately. If I open up the YouTube app, it basically looks like the first paycheck. So if you look at my AdSense, which with YouTube, it's actually better for you because after we signed up, we needed 1,000 subscribers and I believe 4,000 watch hours, maybe I think it was 3,000 watch hours. We needed 1,000 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. After we signed up, about a month and a half later, what ended up happening is YouTube changed their requirements and they only require 500 subscribers. So that makes it a lot easier. And they require more, unfortunately, more watch time. So I think it's 1,000 more watch hours. So 4,000 if you use Instagram Shorts, which we've blown up on Shorts too. You need, I think, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. I have to double check that, but you need that many views on Shorts. Now, in the first year of us being on YouTube, we made $115.66. So our first paycheck was a little bit more than this because we didn't get it in the first year. We got it towards that second. With YouTube, you have to get over 100 to be paid out. So ours felt right between that 1 year mark and 1 year and 13 months. So I had to just do the calculations. It was $115.66 we earned after 1 year. And now you might be like, that's not a lot. Why would I waste my time? Mind you, we were already going on this trip. We were already posting so our family, our moms, our friends can see where we're going and be inspired, and then to have memories for ourselves and for our future kids. So it didn't really cost us much more and do much more. We did very little editing. We learned along the way. We didn't buy any equipment. We just used the phones that we had, the internet that we had. And then at the very beginning, I would say it took about 20 hours a week to edit the videos, to shoot the content, to do the thumbnail. But after I started learning and didn't have to research stuff no more, didn't have to watch YouTube videos, we cut that down to about 10 hours per week. And I think right now it takes me about 4 hours per video, so per week that I put out. If you look at it, we didn't lose much because we were already doing it, like I stated. I think that actually helped us because we have to file taxes in the US with the income we have now that we're back in the US. And then now that my wife's been working, she's been having to pay taxes. I've been doing my own stuff, having to pay taxes as well. But because I'm working a contract like W-2 job and doing my own stuff on the side, I have to pay taxes with that earned W-2 income. Going with YouTube, we get to file a lot of these expenses off because that was expenses made to build our business. How we save money. And then mind you, a lot of the things that we did on YouTube, you might be like, oh, you have to pay for this excursion. You have to pay for Genting Highlands. You have to pay for Ipoh. You have to pay for your hotels. A lot of this stuff we use points for. And then we also were able to get in a travel program where we were able to get freebies or discounted stuff. So when we went to Japan, we're about to post Japan content within the next 3 weeks in our Blazing Travelers page, so go check that out. With that content that we took there, Universal Studios, I don't think Tokyo Disney, we paid cash, but Universal Studios, for example, we were able to get that for free. We were able to get a lot of stuff for free as of lately, and that's all because Instagram, but because we post similar stuff on Instagram and YouTube, and we can make the long form content on YouTube, some of our YouTube videos is of the free stuff we got from Instagram. There are things you can make videos for both, you just might have to change the video around a little bit. You can use the same freebies if you have enough traction on your Instagram or TikTok to make a video for on your YouTube, and that's what we're doing. And then now our next check, actually, which is after that year and a half, we had a really big video, blew up. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. We made a controversial video. Now I made a controversial video prior on Japan, on things we didn't like about Japan, but I also made things we loved about Japan. That things we didn't like got like 60,000 views. So I was like, can I make something more controversial? We know controversy sticks out or a polarizing topic. So I decided to make a KKK Semana Santa video, and I knew that was gonna ruffle some feathers. People were gonna be shocked. I seen it in some of my black travel pages. They said just beware when you go to Spain, and that slowly picked up. On Instagram, it did about 5 million. Once I posted it to YouTube, it only did like 15, I think 70,000 that first 2 nights. I was like, oh, this is slow. And then a month later, we're at what, 3 million now on YouTube. On Instagram, we reached 8 million mark, and that's what gave us our $586 paycheck. Is that one video, actually, because that one video gave me about, I think we ended up getting about 700 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. I'll go check that out. But that video ended up earning us over $400. And that's more than our video that went viral in Laos, the 50, 60,000 people that viewed that video. This is for a 15-second short. So not only, we didn't get paid for that on Instagram because that wasn't an event. That was something that we were just going somewhere new to meet a friend that lives overseas in Spain. And I saw that, I was like, let's take a video real quick. But it gave us $580. And fun fact is that this video, what I'm recording this on right now, is actually my Insta360 X4. It's a really great camera. We've been using it. I really want to use this when we go back to Asia. It can be in the water or go to Jamaica or whatever we go in the Caribbean. I paid for this camera right now that you're watching using this income from YouTube. And then I bought some microphones and stuff that I'll be using from this money as well. So yeah, it's good. It's not too much money, as you might say. This might not be a lot to live off of, but this is just the start for us. In total, we've made $810.80, which to me, that's enough for 1 month of living in Southeast Asia. This might not be a lot to some people, but to us, we're just getting started. Now we're at the point where we're almost at 4,000 subscribers on this channel. Our goal is to get to 10,000 by the end of the year or by the time we leave, because I want to be able to leverage my YouTube to get free hotel stays. We're already getting free experiences, which we can use a lot more in Asia than in the US, but we can still use it here in the US. But now I want to get free hotels. We already partnered with like 2 or 3 restaurants and got free food out of it, got discounts on the food, made it some videos. Those went viral as well, not as viral as the other ones I mentioned. But we're getting to a point where I think you can start getting like brand deals or freebies for hotels with like 2,000 subscribers. Now we want to be able to have a bigger pitch deck and then more subscribers and followers so that we can pitch to nicer places. But you know, my wife and I, we're having a kid on the way, and we don't want to necessarily just get a free hostel. We want to get something really comfortable for when we go back, 5-6 months after our kid is born, when we go back to Southeast Asia to finish. So we want to stay at nicer places that we can feel relaxed and at peace, comfortable and safe. So we're going to use this YouTube for that exact same reasons. And then hopefully we get to that 10-15,000 mark. Now we can start pitching to travel boards and really show them, because we're a diverse couple. You always have to have that one feature that sets yourself apart. So a lot of these travel places, they don't have black people, and they don't have interracial couples. So if you're black or you're interracial couple, that's a pitch, because now you don't have to make YouTube videos. You can just take photos, make some video shoots with your iPhone 15, your Samsung S24 Ultra, your Google Pixel 7 or 8, whatever it is, and then give it to them, and now they give you free stuff. But because you are big on YouTube, they can see that. They might want you to just stay there and just show people behind the scenes. So there's a lot of things you can do with this YouTube and make it worth your while. The reason why I say it kind of changed our life is because now we see the impact that we can have, the impact that we can have in growing places, growing businesses, growing food chains, coffee shops, the impact we can have on our future life, and then just growing and growing. Like those friends that were at 25, 30,000, they're at 100,000 now. And we see the places that they're going. We're like, oh, we want to go to China, we want to spend 3 months in China. Their China numbers is ridiculous. They went to India, they went to Sri Lanka. The Sri Lankan numbers are ridiculous, and the Indian numbers are ridiculous as well. So we're already preparing. And it's just getting me to be able to be in front of people, to talk to people. I'm a fitness coach and a health professional by nature. And a lot of this stuff is controversial for people, I would say, or taboo. So it's hard to talk to people normally about their health. But because I've been diving deeper into YouTube, talking to people, interviewing people, talking to you guys, I've learned how to communicate better, and that can help me in my job. YouTube is really challenging me. So because that page is blowing up, I'm wanting to go more harder on this page. Because I know the impact travel can have, I know that finances and fitness can have way more of an impact. I really want to help challenge myself. You guys challenge me, keep me accountable, send me messages, be in the community tab, comment on my videos, let me know. I really want to give you more information like this and encourage you. And I also forgot to mention, we were getting paid from Instagram. We weren't monetized on YouTube yet. Now, I don't have a photography background, a videography background, so there's a lot more things we could have done with content making to make money earlier on. But we didn't have that, so we didn't do that. That's something you can do. You can travel locally, you can learn how to do some photography classes on your phone, or just actually get a camera. And then now you can sell that to tourism boards, get a drone, sell it to hotels, help them update their website, help them update the images in their gallery, or you can just help with restaurants or whatever you like to do. And I would just say go for it, because if we didn't go for it, something we were already doing, I was telling my coworker the other day, she goes mountain biking and she does it a lot. She travels for it. She has a $5,000-$6,000 bike. I'm like, you're already there. And I YouTube some stuff for it. I'm like, look, these people don't even like edit their videos, and they're probably making a good, $200-$300. This person's probably making $1,000, $2,000, $10,000. But these other people probably making $200-$300 for doing the same thing that they're already doing. They're just mountain biking, so they just strap a GoPro to the helmet they already have to wear. They strap an Insta360, and then they go biking, and then they upload that. You know how many people are probably just searching for new trails or what trails or how's this race, and you not doing anything extra, just pressing play, just plugging it in and then loading it, and then maybe do a slight edit to make a thumbnail, maybe not. You don't know where that's going to take you. And with content creation, you never know. There are people getting paid millions of dollars opening toys and playing with toys, whether it's kids or whether it's grown men. If they can make money doing that, you can make money doing something you love. So whether that's cooking, whether it's lifestyle, and you might be asking, how did we get to 1,000 subscribers? And honestly, it was pretty quick and it was pretty easy. I would say 6 months it took us. It honestly might have took us like 3 months. I don't know, we have to go look at this, let's scroll to it. But we just made one big video that went really well, and it got us like 300-400 followers or subscribers, I should say. Keep talking to Instagram sense. And it's because I researched, and then I used a little bit of common sense. I research a lot. I watch YouTube videos on people speaking. I just watched a YouTube video on the Instagram CEO being interviewed. I watch videos, Think Media, on people, how to start YouTube channels, how to do travel blogs, all of these different types, how to be a fitness creator. I watch videos a lot. So obviously you want a title, you want a thumbnail. This is what all the research would tell you. They say to use things that grab people's attention. So that's what we did. That's what I did. When we went to Laos, which is a place that some of our YouTube friends don't want to go to because they don't pay that much. You know, the countries itself, they make $100 a month on average. And usually YouTubers get paid by the people in that country viewing their videos. So if you go to Japan, usually it's Japanese people watching your video for the most part. In Thailand, it's maybe going to be Thai people for the most part. So in Laos, they're not getting paid that much, meaning the advertisers spend less money to advertise there, meaning that YouTubers get paid less. I think YouTube pays between 50 and 70%, what they make 60%. So you're not gonna get paid that much. So people don't go there. But I knew that there was an opportunity. There was like 2 other people in Laos. We had just made a friend, Ocean, who knew that there was only like 2 other YouTubers in the area who have gotten a lot of traction. So when it was time for us to actually post our content, I titled it, basically, we moved to Laos and we are American expats. I put all of that in the title. So Americans trying to live abroad, people trying to be expats in Southeast Asia will be searching for this. People in Laos want to see videos made about their country because not a lot of YouTubers are going there. So because I knew this, I titled it in a way that it gets all these different types of groups of people coming. So even though it's a place where a lot of YouTubers don't go because they can't make a lot of money, our video ended up getting viral in like 7 days of posting it. Right now, I think it's sitting at 55,000, 58,000 views. And that was our first video to get over like, 1,000 views, and it got like 10,000 within like a week, and it got up to 20,000. I think right now, every day, in every 48-hour period, we get about 13 to 15 views. So it's still going up. I think last week at one point, it got 200 views in like a week or in a day or something like that, which that was posted like 7 months ago, which is kind of crazy. And so that is how we got our first 1,000 subscribers. We just research, I would say research. I think right now I still do about 4 hours a week of research. In the beginning, it was like 10 hours a week. I think I was watching YouTube videos more than I was actually making our YouTube videos because I didn't want to do it all at once. I didn't want to get on perfection. A lot of people, that should be like the second tip. It's just no perfection. Learn as you go, get started. People stop themselves because they want to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. As you get better, your followers, your subscribers, everybody will see that and they'll start liking your videos actually a lot more, promoting it more, and they feel like they're there on the journey with you. So learn as you go. You might get intimidated because of these well-put shots with fancy cameras, good editing. These people have teams. They didn't start with teams though. So there are people that shoot content that make 6 figures on YouTube, or just 60,000 on YouTube, but you remember, that's not a lot, but hey, that's more than what they're probably making in their regular job. Just shooting stuff in their car and upload it to YouTube with 0 edits. So there's 0 edit vlogging, there's regular vlogging, there's automation, there's AI you can use. So don't be scared. You don't have to have the most expertise in editing. As you can tell on my Blazing Travelers page, my editing is getting better. As you can tell on this page, look at my last few thumbnails I posted. Those are getting better as well. I didn't start like that. I learned along the way. With every video I made 1 or 2 improvements. I'm still making improvements. We're still getting gear, right? And I'm also making more improvements when it comes to thumbnails, editing and stuff. But in reality, when you get to that point, you can pay someone $100, $150 to do this work, which we're going to get into next, is paying someone so we can really be putting out more content, better content as well. And that gets into my 4th point, be you. You don't have to be a super high personality person. You have to be super educational. You have to be super editing and cinematic. You have to be super cinematic. Be who you are. Show your personality. So for us, we're not really like the Joker type of people. We may make 1 or 2 jokes inside of a period. We might joke against each other. When I'm talking about my wife and I. There are some other YouTubers who are really funny the whole time throughout, engaging with the locals. I'm still shy, so I can't really engage with the locals while I'm recording them in my conversation. I can't really do that too much, but I can post educational stuff. So when I travel, I also learn a lot. I research beforehand, and I ask people in my comments, do you like the education parts of the video? And people are saying they love it, keep it in the video. So I mix a little bit. I'm not too educational. I'm not too entertaining. I'm like in the middle. I am calm. I am myself. That takes a lot of pressure off of me trying to perform for a video. It takes a lot of stress. I get to enjoy the moment. I get to enjoy being with my wife and the YouTubers, the subscribers, everybody out there. And the YouTube people, the subscribers, they like it, they resonate with that. So I would say be you. If you're an introvert like me, by being you, you aren't really putting yourself down and you're not getting in your own way. So that goes into my 5th point as well. It's like nobody cares of who you are. So if you're being you, you don't have to be super timid trying to be someone else saying that they're not gonna like you. There's tons of people out there like you and they wanna see how they can travel as an introvert, extrovert, solo, family, whatever it is. And then in that, those people that, especially when you're in another country, in another city, away from your state, even if you're in a town over from where you live, they're not gonna see you again. And usually if they do see you again, they're like, oh, and they're like welcoming you, they're trying to be friends with you. We've gotten recognized a few times, even when we only had 1,500 subscribers. So I say that because no one cares, just record the content. Personally, I'm still in that way. I don't like to be super obnoxious. This is why I got this new Insta360 camera, so I can hide it a little bit. Eventually, I'm gonna get the little Go S, the little small one. I can just clip right here and I can have conversations with people. Ultimately, I'm gonna work my way up when I'm interviewing people so that I can promote their business as well and make it more of a casual, interactive experience, because the locals like that. The locals who watch your video like that a lot. And some of those locals at the vendor stands, they like the promotion, right? It's free promotion for them, so they're not as bad, and I can always just give them a tip and stuff like that for contributing to my YouTube video. Like I said, we had that really one good video, so that leads us to tip number 5, 6, I forgot which one I'm on. It's making viral and evergreen content. So you might have heard that, you might not know what it is. Basically, viral content is stuff that's trending now. Evergreen stuff is going to be stuff that people research for years and years. So right now, my Iceland videos, which I think those are the best cinematic footages that we shot so far, but they're not doing super well. But what I noticed when I was looking at the analytics is that people are searching this. They're seeing it from search results. So that's like crazy to me, because most of my other videos, it's not from search results. It's probably 10%. These videos are like 50% search result. And because I know how the SEO thing works and I'm adding stuff and I'm still need to grow in that, I know that these are going to be slow videos that build up over time. It might get me 10 views a month or something, but 5 years from now, 10 views a month might add up. That might be 10,000 views, 100,000 views. And as we start building more and more subscribers, more and more fans, then those evergreen content is going to get more and more and more. And with the links in the description, I'm going to be making more money just from people clicking those links to try to buy gear for Iceland. So because Iceland was the first place I actually bought gear from, like for my shoes, my clampons and stuff like that, I know that people will click the Amazon link, go purchase some stuff, and they'll use my to go purchase some stuff, and I'll get kickback from that. That's gonna get me into my next point, knowing that it's not just about AdSense. I know this for a fact. So AdSense for most big YouTubers accounts for like 20% of their revenue. The rest is going to be from brand deals, from them selling products, from affiliate marketing. If you're a fan of me, you already know I'm in the affiliate marketing game. So I'm going to use YouTube, those tens of thousands, those 2 million plus people on one of my viral reels, to come to my channel, go watch another video, which I think I got about 1,000 subscribers from, a viral video. They're gonna watch something, they're gonna see that, like, oh, I should buy these shoes when I go here. Oh, I should go buy this camera, and I'm gonna get paid from that. And that's gonna make me a lot more money. And then also, you know, my fitness programs, for Blazing Travelers, we do travel coaching and consultations. So getting paid from people buying our services. If you watch my latest short I did, I think about like a week ago or 2 days ago, depending on when you watch this, I posted something about how entrepreneurs make up 41% of the millionaires in the US. That's how they got their millions. this is what it is. Making a business, I made a travel business, I made a fitness business, and selling that and funneling people into my funnel from that. So I'm not getting a ton from even this page, but hopefully people come see this and then they'll go get some business coaching, or they'll go get some fitness coaching, or they go see one of my other fitness videos and they inquire, and I'll make money from that. Even though that video might say 0 earned, on the back end, behind, outside of YouTube, I can make hundreds or thousands of dollars over time. Next tip is going to be repurpose and repeat. So the same content I post on Instagram, I post on YouTube, same thing for TikTok. Now, ultimately, some of these content forms are going to require different types of short videos. If they do long style videos, it's going to be different, but the shorts videos being different, I'm gonna get into that, but I don't have enough time. I don't have enough bandwidth right now. I'll probably pay someone for that. But right now, what I'm just doing is just reposting the same stuff across different channels, 1 or 2 channels, 2 or 3 channels, stuff like that. The video that did 8 million on Instagram, I posted on YouTube. It got 3 million on TikTok. It got like 300 views, but that 2 million, 3 million on YouTube has paid me. And Instagram is growing my followers as well. So repurpose content across different forms. Even with this long form video, I can repurpose it, cut it shorter, make it flat, and then post that on Instagram, post that on YouTube as a short. So you can repurpose that way as well and reuse content. A year from now, I'm hoping to have, 5,000 subscribers on this page. Those new followers probably aren't gonna see this video. So guess what? I might end up reposting this video or rewording some of the words in there, re-editing it and posting it again. And instead of being 500, I might say 2,000 subscribers. Or let's say I make another video on savings accounts or fitness or even my travel. I traveled to Japan. I made a post a year ago, things I loved about Japan. Well, in a year, there might be way more people on YouTube that have never used YouTube before, and they might want to go to Japan. They can't scroll all the way down to all my posts. So I might repost it and it might catch their eye, and I might get views from a video that I did. There's even other videos I post that flopped. I might change 1 or 2 things, change the thumbnail, or I might just even repost just on a Tuesday instead of on a Sunday, got views again. That's an extra 500 views. Sometimes it's an extra 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 views. And over time, posting it on YouTube, that'll start getting me money and money over time. And in conjunction with that, if it's good, just repeat it. So I saw that video I did that said things that I love about Japan. It did okay, 6,000 views or something like that. I did a video that said things I hate about Japan, 35,000 views. I'm gonna make one of these in every country I go. Things I love, not so much. I'm gonna post it out of respect, but I'm gonna do things I hate. I did this controversial thing because I'm like, I hated this, even though I know why it's that way. So I'm like, I know this isn't KKK, but if I post this, I'm gonna ruffle some feathers. And I ruffled 3 million feathers, and that got me $500, $400. So if it's good, just repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. Mr. Beast does this all the time. He does a video, if it does really well, he just finds ways to redo that video in different contexts. And then when it's starting to die down, he'll change the topic. He'll find another kickoff video, and then he'll repeat it. Same with his thumbnails. He finds a thumbnail that works, he repeats it until it dies down. He builds another one, repeats it. So you always want to do your research, even on your own self. Check your analytics, find something else so that you don't just go straight to zero. Find something that works for someone else. With your research, you see, oh, this works for them, I should make that type of video. I'm capable of it. It's not going to cost too much time, attention, or money. Let me redo it. And then you can put your own spin on it, add your own personality to it, and then, you know, they already did the research for you, so just make your own video. And that's what I do. So these are some of the tips and tricks I think will help you out. As for me, in the next year, I want to get this page monetized within the next 3 months. And then the next year, I want to get to about 5,000 subscribers. And Blazing Travelers, I want to get 10 to 15,000 subscribers. So these are some of my personal goals. And I want to be making about $300 a month on YouTube alone. And then a little bit more from the affiliates, from the side stuff, from my coaching stuff. And then from Instagram, I want to be able to use that to get more partnerships and more brand deals. But yeah, this is really changing my life. I'm learning a lot for it. I'm super hopeful, and I know we can change it. So if this helped you out, this inspired you, please go do that. Go watch some other videos on how YouTube has changed people with less than 500 followers and how they made money with that as well. From the beginning, monetary, we didn't really make a lot of money when we had under 1,000 subscribers. We still haven't made a ton of money, but we did get free stays. We did get, you know, travel hacking, credit card hacking. We also got free experiences, so that cut our budget by like $200 a month. So we saved a lot of money from this content. Now we're getting to a point where we're actually making money from this content as well. Don't lose hope, really go after it, and just follow along with us on our journey as well, so you can learn as we go. So go watch our videos on Blazing Travels, go watch my content here when I post it as well. Go watch other creators, really learn and really challenge you. I promise you, there's something you do every day, every week, you can be recording yourself doing and making money from it, or learning from it, and then really grow. Alright, if this video helped you out or inspired you in any way, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. To check out one of the other videos in this series, click this link right here.